Today, all eyes will be on a courtroom in Collin County as the man convicted in a deadly high school track meet stabbing makes a new plea. Back in June, a jury convicted Karmelo Anthony of murdering Austin Metcalf.
Now his attorneys are pushing for a new trial.
Our Janelle Fort live at the courthouse this morning with what's at stake today. Janelle?
Well, Dee and Matt, before Karmelo Anthony's attorneys can really get into their argument for a new trial, they first want a new judge, and that is what today's hearing is all about. It starts at 9 o'clock this morning. So I have our legal expert, Todd Shapiro, here with us this morning. Todd, I know that you covered this the first go around. I know you're going to be in the courtroom today. Can you walk us through what we can expect in today's hearing?
Sure. So today and tomorrow, kind of a two-step process here on this case. First, the defense has filed a motion to recuse Judge Roach based upon maybe some comments that he might have made post-trial, as well as potentially not allowing the media in the first time. So there are a few points that they're trying to bring up to have him recused and removed from the case. There's a visiting judge that's sitting that will listen to the evidence, whatever is presented by the defense, and then make a ruling and decision whether Roach gets to continue on the case or not.
In your legal opinion, do you think that he is going to be recused?
I don't believe so. Based on anything that I know, I think it's a high burden that the defense has to prove. I think they have to climb a pretty high mountain to get there. And I just don't see that Roach did anything other than run a completely efficient and speedy trial and got everybody a fair trial. Both sides got a fair trial. And so I don't really see how his comments post-trial would have an impact on whether or not he gets to continue to serve.
So we will end up seeing who ends up on the bench for tomorrow, which is something completely separate. They'll be looking at whether or not there's a new trial. Walk us through how that process
Sure.
goes.
So once they make a determination of which judge gets to hear it, then tomorrow is the actual hearing to determine whether or not that Mr. Anthony gets a new trial based on the motion for new trial. It's kind of the first step in the appeals process. Another high mountain to climb. They got to prove that there was evidence that was either excluded or they have new evidence or something they want to present that was not presented in the first trial to convince whoever it is, either Judge Roach or the visiting judge, that Karmelo, in fact, deserves another opportunity, another trial. But it's a tough burden to overcome. It does not happen very often.
And then real quick before I let you go, what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that there will be, in fact, a new trial?
Well, I mean, again, I don't know what's going to happen or what's going to be presented, but I think it's a tough argument to sell from Karmelo's side, and I would be surprised if a new trial is granted, absent the idea that they bring in some new evidence or bombshell information that could change the landscape. As of right now, to me, what's been presented, I just don't see it for a new trial.
Well, thank you so much, Todd.
Sure.
I know you'll be inside. We'll be hearing more from him later on today, but in the meantime, I'm going to send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Janelle, thank you, and to the expert as well.